Good morning, sweet kids. Today we are going to start our new lesson, input and output devices, lesson number 2 from second standard. Okay, in this lesson, which point we are going to discuss, that all the points are in front of you, as in form of IPO cycle, input process output. Second point, we are going to discuss about input devices. Third point, we are discussing about output devices with their all the brief description. What is the exact use of it? Now, my dear kids, in front of you there is one input, process and output cycle is there. As like how we can fry an eggs. First, obviously we have to purchase some eggs. Next, we have to turn for the cooking process. We have to brook it. We have to just put it on a pan, and then after you have to get an enjoyment of food. And like the same way, computer follows IPO cycle. It takes input from input devices, process it, and gives in a form of output device. We are having just three important parts which is shown on the screen. As like you can see, input devices as like here is shown: keyboard, processing device CPU, output device monitor. This is an just virtual things which is discussed right here. We are having different numbers of input devices, not only the keyboard, we are having other also input devices, and output also we are having numbers of different devices. But centralized processing unit is only one: CPU, central processing unit. It's also called as like a brain of computer, where it's process all the information which is utilized or which is has sent from our computer input devices. Next one point, input device. They are used to give an input data and instruction to the computer. There are numbers of input devices which you can see on the screen also. Keyboard is there, mouse is there, joystick is there, mic is here, then barcode reader, stylus pen, web camera, then touchpad, touch screen and finger point reader. These are some input devices where with the help of these parts you can input your information inside of your computer. Here next point which we are going to discuss about keyboard. A keyboard allows us to input numbers, words, special characters, numbers of lines, whatever you want to input on your screen. So it also has other keys that can provide input to the computer. Whenever you are inputting any data from your keyboard, it will directly get processed from CPU and is shown on the screen with the help of monitor. Next one, there is a mouse. A mouse is used to draw pictures and select objects on the computer screen. It's also called as like a pointing device, where you can open any application, you can close any application with the help of it. There is no worry about it. You can use very smoothly. You can also use to draw butterfly in touch paint, and you can also provide numbers of different input. Clicking or single click, you can open or close your application. There you can see two types of mouse right here. One is the wireless mouse. Here you can see wire is not there. Second one is wired mouse. This one is called wired mouse. Now next one point is of joystick. Next one point is of joystick is also there. First, well, let us go about joystick. What is exact use of joystick? A joystick is generally used while we are playing games on computer. It has a central stick. It has a central stick that passes input to the computer when it gets moved. It allows us to control movement of the characters which we are playing in our computer. There are numbers of games are there which is get controlled with the help of joystick. Next one part is microphone. Okay, you can see microphone is also written over here. What is this a microphone? It is used to record your voice and it is just give an input information in our computer. This sound can be stored in computer and it afterward it can be get played also. That is exact use of microphone where you can record your songs, where you can record your lectures also. Next one is web camera. A web camera is used to capture live videos and pictures and store them on a computer that you can see your friends, you can talk with them, you can chat with them. That is also called as like a video conferencing. That is also an input device. And like nowadays you are using front camera as in form of web camera. That's why you can able to do some video chatting with the help of it. Next one is your scanner. What is your scanner? This input device. A scanner is used to capture images from the paper and these images are stored in a computer is in form of digital format which we can call as like soft copy. Which we can call in form of soft copy. This all the formats are get stored in our computer while you are scanning anything as in form of your images, of your photos, your documents, all the things you can make it store in your computer. This the next important part as in like a processing device. CPU. It's also called an our processing device, central processing unit. This point it should be noted, my dear kids, in your notebook very properly. CPU, central processing unit. CPU works on the data according instruction given by us through the input device. As like if I am just working with my mouse and if I am opening any application, so CPU work according to it. It will not work as per the instruction by itself. It will work the instruction which has given by the user to it. This is called an processing of data. The result of processing is called in form of output and this is sent to the output devices at the same time. Next one part, an output devices. They are used to receive and display the output after the processing by the CPU. Whatever it will get processed from our CPU, it required to show in the form of output. Either it is from of speakers, monitors, printer, projector, and so on. So let us discuss about output devices. First part is about monitor. What is a monitor? It is used to display what you type or drawn on the screen. You can see your drawing, you can see your text paint images, you can see your photos, you can see your videos, whatever you run or whatever you saved in your computer. Next one point as in form of printer. A printer is used to print whatever you type or draw on a computer and it can also used to print the letters that you have typed for your grandparents or your friends and so on. You can take color print, you can take your photos of your birthday with the help of color printer. Next one point is speakers. Next one point is speakers. What is use of these speakers? Like nowadays, if I am having my birthday, so what I am doing, sometimes I am playing is very low sound music at home. So speaker is also called as like in form of output device that plays different sound processed by computer and it used to listen sound while playing games, watching movies and computer. We can enjoy louder music also but it's not compulsory. We have to make silence sound which we can only listen for it. Headphones. A headphone is used to listen to music or sound without disturbing to others. That is importance of headphone. And last one part. Thank you. Yes, my dear sweet kids. So let me just get one part what we learned today. Okay, we started with our IPO process, input process output cycle. Okay, where it get first we have to input it some information, then it get processed and finalized we are getting output. That is called input process and output cycle. As in form of we are having keyboard, then CPU and the output form of monitor. Then after we learned about some output devices and input devices. First, we learnt about some input devices as in form of first there is keyboard, then mouse, then joystick, microphone, web camera and scanner. These important of input devices are used to input their data in our computer. That is the exact use of input device. Then we learnt our processing device which we can call CPU as like central processing unit. This is an important part and it's also called as like brain of computer. Then after we learnt about some output devices as in form of monitor, printer, speakers and headphones. Okay, so my dear kids, what is our today's homework? Make chart of input and output devices. And what we identify today? We can identify the input and output cycle and output devices also. Okay, my dear kids, have a sweet day.